Hi everyone and welcome to the first ever Cunard vlog from Travel with the Dans.
Everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of Travel with the Dans. I should say really it's Travel with the Dan, it's a solo trip. I'm about to go and embark on Queen Victoria on a 2-night voyage over to Hamburg. The lady herself is just sat over there, and come with me and let's go and see what Cunard is all about.
Coming up in this week's episode, the embarkation process, the checking in process, that moment where you go on board the jet bridge, the boat bridge, whatever you want to call it, that moment where you get on board for the very first time, lunch at the Golden Lion pub. I'll be looking at the beer. I'll be checking out my cabin, or it's known as a stateroom on Cunard if you've not sailed with them before. I'll be taking a dip in the hot tub because the pools are shut for my voyage. I'll be having dinner in the main dining room. Come with us. It's time for the journey with Travel with the Dans.
So good morning everybody and welcome to this week's episode of Travel with the Dans. I'm on my embarkation day down to Southampton.
I made the journey with cross-country trains on their Super Voyager train from Birmingham down to Southampton. Be sure to check out that video, it's already on our YouTube channel and it's one of the best train journeys I've made in a long time. The crew really was very good. It's really easy to get down to the terminal by bus or taxi.
So hi everyone, welcome to Southampton. I am literally at Southampton Central Station, and if you've arrived by train and you need to get down to the cruise terminals, you can literally get the bus here, train there, bus there. It's as easy as that. There are taxis just here, so it's really easy to get down to the terminal. So it's embarkation day. Come with me and I will show you how easy it is.
To get on board the bus, you can use a England concessionary bus pass, pay using contactless card, or you can also use good old-fashioned cash, and the bus takes around 10 minutes and will drop you off outside the Red Funnel terminal. The bus will also take you past some of Southampton's landmarks, including through the main city centre, where you may wish to get off, do a little bit of retail therapy, or pick up a few last-minute things for your voyage. If you've arrived early, there are some great restaurants and bars around West Quay where you may wish to grab a bite to eat or have a drink to start your holiday off in style. But for me, living in the centre of England, there's no finer thing than to go into the ocean and looking at boats, so I went and did boat spotting, watching the Red Kestrel and Red Eagle arrive and leave from the port of Southampton, a really busy port here in England, and of course it's a cruise centre. From here I walked down to the Ocean Cruise Terminal, only to discover the boat wasn't there and it was actually sat at the Queen Elizabeth dock.
So there she is. That's going to be my home for the next 2 nights, a Vista class Queen Victoria by Cunard.
About 25 minutes extra walk around to the Queen Elizabeth dock. I was there ready to check in.
So I'm here at the Queen Elizabeth II cruise terminal. I have arrived early. It's about a 30-minute walk from the Red Jet terminal by bus. Now I'm going to drop off my suitcase and then I've got about an hour before.
Your bag is dropped off as indicated per the letter on your luggage label.
It's complete. My bag is labelled as M, so just dropped off there. There's cars dropping off in there. And the terminal's there, but as I said, I'm early, so
there is lots of staff on hand to print off luggage labels should you require them. Toilets and a waiting room are also available at this terminal. Victoria is the younger sister to Arcadia and the older sister to Elizabeth in the Carnival Corporation fleet. The Queen Elizabeth terminal is a very industrial area, so I'd be very careful when around the area, and you can even see signs of railway tracks, and there's also a lot of London buses being delivered. It makes for a very interesting visit, but now for me, it was time to get on, and I was very lucky to get on early.
Okay, so security all done. We're going up the air bridge, up to the ship, ready to board my first ever Cunard cruise, and on a ship that Dan never ever worked on. Getting on the ship very early, arrived a little bit cheeky just see if I could get on early. Very quick, so all very good.
For me, it was that first time of experiencing Cunard's signature bellboy's greeting, that White Star signature service that Cunard inherited from White Star Line. and the first glimpses of this beautiful ocean liner. Not technically an ocean liner, only cream areas. It was time for lunch at the Golden Lion. If you'd like to have a look at any of the menus featured in this vlog, you can check them out on our website travelwiththedans.co.uk or pause to have a look. The Golden Lion also offers hand-pulled ales and also offers them as a beer flight. The Golden Lion is a take on a traditional British pub. You can also find the equivalent on P&O in the form of Brody's. I have to say the service was a little bit of a letdown on my first experience, and Brody's, the service was a lot better.
Right folks, so here we are, I'm at the Golden Lion and I've got a pint of the Golden Ale, so let's see what it's like.
We could find something we like.
It's nice, it's nice and malty, so that's the first. This is one of the Cunard beers. It's I'm going to give it a 7.5. 8. I like it, 8. It's nice, so nice setting. Love the ship so far. Very welcome. So ready for lunch in the Golden Lion.
I really love the fine details of the Golden Lion imprint on the plate. Everything on my voyage will be rated from 1 to 10, 1 being awful, 10 being exceptional. Lunch today, I went for the unadvertised sweet potato pie.
Okay guys, so lunch is here. I've got the sweet potato curry pie, a little bit of mash, and I've just chucked the chips on board. And I'm always very critical of seasoning, and wow, I'm very impressed. Chips are ready 10 out of 10. Okay folks, so after waiting what seems to be a lifetime, it's time to try Scotch egg. Service, I have to say, sadly very, very poor. I feel the etiquette here is just to give it a go. It does look very nice. Let's just give it a light. Real good though. The food taste just forgives the poor service, but I'm waiting for a second pint over an hour. We'll forgive them as long as the beer comes. Very good.
My first ever Cunard meal was absolutely exceptional. However, the service didn't live up to expectations. It was time to head to my stateroom for the first time, and I've borrowed this footage for my stateroom tour.
It's not bad.
Be sure to check out our channel as we have a full stateroom tour coming out, and we also have a full ship tour coming out, coming on Travel with the Dans. Originally, I just had an inside cabin booked, so I was very impressed with a double upgrade.
Very quickly, part of the room. The room's nice. We've got a lovely little couch. We've just chucked all my stuff down, but the bed's bloody gorgeous there. Currently still in Southampton. So they're just loading the cases on. So we're just at Queen Elizabeth Terminal. Talks amongst the shippers, they changed it, but they haven't told anybody that they changed it. So the broadcasters always make sure you watch your safety demonstration. Don't know why we got it in some foreign language. This is always nice to put your case on to unload. Obviously I'm travelling very nice. Some nice pillows there. But I don't know what that mark is there. But there we are. Beer, sadly, here it's flat. We'll give it that. There's conversation in the beer, but we're all in there. There's me with me Hawaiian tropical shirts. Water, if you want it, you pay for it. Plenty of storage space, but as I said, join me. I am going to be doing a full room tour, so you'll catch that later. So here's a quick look at the bathroom before I use it. We haven't settled yet. It reminds me very much of a classic Marriott hotel. We have the cruise news. Don't need to describe what I've been doing, but the Ben Halligan's toiletries, your toilet roll, there's supplies there, tissues should you require it, a bin with lots of storage space, some nice glasses there, you can see the reflection, nice toilet there, plenty of towels and nice clingy shower curtain. The showers there, we'll have a look there. We've got the reach a bit further. The guitar string there. And there's the shower there. I think me and Dan could fit in there. if you wanted to. But there's the shower. It's about the same size that we've had on Discovery before previously. It will do. It does a job. So that's our...
When I first went to my stateroom, Russell came in and introduced himself and gave a very warm welcome.
So there's a lot of YouTube videos out there where people talk about plug sockets on a cruise ship. One that's never ever taken into account is the ones that are down there. Where's me finger? There. Now, logic has that if something's plugged in, it's got to go into a plug. Now, my Alexa, where's my finger? There. Just make it easy there. That is plugged in.
Sorry, I'm having trouble.
See, she's talking already. So it's plugged into what that should be plugged into. Now that is plugged in on this into a European plug socket. So I've unplugged the lamp. No, it's a little bit cheeky, and there is a turn down service, so my steward might not like it. I do apologise to him. I probably will tell him, but I want it plugged in next to the bed. So I've brought one of my European adapters, and that is plugged in there. I might actually swap it round so I've got a USB next to the bed. But there's no plug sockets next to the bed. Yes, there is. You just got to unplug one of the lamps. But I'm here by myself. But even if I was with Dan, would we need two lamps? No, we wouldn't. So it's just a lot easier. It's the same on Azure or Ventura. There are plug sockets next to the bed, but everybody thinks there isn't. Have a look by your bed, folks. There always are plug sockets.
Anyway, it was enough time in the cabin for me. I headed out to the open decks, watched the Red Jet race by, and had a look at the pools. It was time to jump in the hot tub, had a look at the aft pool, and then it was time for me to warm up outside as we entered the Solent.
Hi everybody, and we are just entering into the Solent. I am now still on the embarkation day here on Cunard's Queen Victoria on our ocean voyage. Nice and steady still. It is just 5:10. It's lovely jubbly. The hot tub is a nice 36. It's got to be warm. That is so nice, but it's absolutely lovely. Just sit here and watch the world go by. Isn't this the life, eh? Isn't it great? It's going to be a great 3 days on board, and I'm glad you are coming along with me. So I hope you're ready for this, and it's going to be great. So hot tub action all the way. Come with me, it's going to be great. Wait. Well, it's time to test out the shower, so come on in with me. But one, I can't fit under it, and the head's not. It has got some movement, nice and hot, but it's got any bits. But it does. But it's nice and warm. So it does the trick, but as I said, the bathroom, room for improvement. But it's how bathroom was at the time of when this ship was built. Hey, 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 as I always say, you can take the Halzo in out the buoy, but you can't take the buoy out of Halzo, or the other way around, you know what I mean. Ready to go, off to the Commodore Club, out the hot tub, smart attire, so collared shirt, suit, don't have to wear this but I am, so let's go and start my evening. Here we go.
The atrium on any cruise ship should always be the beating heart of any ship, and it certainly delivers on Queen Victoria. Beautiful violin music was being played, with the photographers out in fashion, with you being able to have your welcome on board photos being taken. I familiarised myself with the ship's layout, visiting the Queen's room and a number of the bars located around the atrium. Before it was time for my first visit to the Commodore's Club for a pre-dinner cocktail, and wow, it was such a beautiful venue, and it certainly delivered to my expectations. I started off light with another pint of Shipyard APA, and what I loved was it was delivered with some lovely snacks, some truffle oil nuts and crisps, and I just loved the setting of this beautiful bar.
Hey, don't think my wine's found its sea legs. We are marching with the wine in Provence Rosé. Raisé from the Provence region of the Provence. Wine in the wedding shoes and they're already hurting. They've lasted an hour.
Dinner tonight for me was in the main dining room, and as I wasn't travelling with Dan, I ate in the main dining room and opted for a shared table. With this in mind, I didn't do much filming or take many photos, but had a great time and a great social space with some great people. The meal was absolutely spectacular, and then it was back to the Commodore's Club. If you enjoy a cigar after dinner in between the Commodore's Club and the Yacht Club, you will find the Cigar Lounge. And even if you aren't a cigar smoker, the smell from this room just gives you the quintessential cruise ship or ocean liner smell, and it really is a delightful place with a nod to the British heritage. I enjoyed a fantastic evening socialising in the Commodore's Club before I made my way to the Yacht Club after speaking to so many people from all walks of life. Here's a look at the Yacht Club before we had all of those party classics coming on the dance floor. The Yacht Club is the late night music venue which allows you to dance a night away into the early hours of the morning if that's the way you like to enjoy your holiday, removing that stereotypical view that Cunard is just for old people. After all, your holiday is your own.
And that's it for this week's episode. Coming up in next week's episode, you're going to get to see me dressed up like this because it's Dress to Impress or Formal Night or Gala Night. So join me in episode 2 where we have our sea day. See if I've got my sea legs, and you'll be able to join me as I have breakfast in the room. It will be our gala dinner. I'm going to go to the Golden Lion pub to watch some entertainment. I'm going to also make my way down to the theatre. So I hope you've enjoyed my embarkation day. Please like and subscribe and also share the video, it always helps. Remember, we're totally self-funded, so just watching this video helps and grow our channel. But coming up next week's episode, make sure you'll join us for the journey because we're ready for this and I hope you're ready for this. So I'll see you there.
Good morning everybody, it's day number 2 on this 2 nights, 3 days over to Hamburg. And that's it for this week's video. Find out next week if I've got my sea legs. I'll make another visit to the Golden Lion pub before it's gala night where I dress to impress for a black and white themed night where I enjoy a lovely glass of bubbles from my fridge before making my way to the main dining room for the gala night evening meal. I'll be reviewing every single dish before making my way to the lovely theatre for the 4Ds performance. Make sure you're with us for the journey. Travel with the Dans. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in next week's episode.
Cheers everybody!